What's up, guys? It's Modes out in Aurora. Game number 3 of our playoff series versus Central York Panthers. We got a win, we got a loss and a tie, so we need a win to stay in it. Another tie will eliminate us. So, hoping for a big 2 points today I believe it'll put us into overtime. And the deciding factor will be OT. So, first to 4 points. There's the music. teams fired up. Emma Moore gets it into the zone. Pressure from Perry. Keeps it in the corner. Panthers get it out. Into the neutral zone. JoJo with some pressure. Paris gets it back. Send the puck out. Hands up for an icing. Icing goal. And off the draw, Central York gets a shot on net. Parsanti with the glove save. No, that's Murphy in that today. And off the draw, goes behind the net. Central York picks it up. Try to get it out front, blocked by Dahlia. Now Bella Mascanello knocks it away, and Dahlia blocks the shot. Puck comes out. In the neutral zone, it's sent back in. Bella Mas picks it up for the Wolves. She gets that around to MC. Michaela gets the red line, chips it across. Panthers get possession back in their zone. Panthers get a shot that goes wide. Rebound kept in. Judd gets it back. Chips it up for Patura. Patura gets it to the blue line. Now Judd sends it across to Cole. Cole gets the red line, dumps it in. Gets a shot on net, forcing the goalie cover up as Patura comes in. Puck goes in the corner. Gation after it. Comes around the other side. Gibbs pinches to keep it in near the hash marks. Morris supports her. Panthers send it around the boards. Back around the other way. Patura with some pressure. Panthers put it up center. Panthers re-enter the zone. Knocked away by Gibbs. Panthers get it back. Shot on net. Save. Off the draw, goes into the corner, bounces out front, shot, save, rebound picked up by Paris. She's got some pressure, gets it in the corner. Tripped up by Moore, shot from the Panthers, deflected into the corner. Puck goes behind the net. Bella Perry chips it up to the blue line. Gets some help from Paris, who gets it over. Paris gets the red line, dumps it in. Whistle goes to hit a player on the bench. So we're going to face off at the blue line. And off the draw, the Panthers take it in the zone. The shot goes wide. Carrington after the rebound gets some help from Judd. She clears it out of the zone. Comes back to Judd. She gets that to Cole. Cole chips it into Panther territory. Belanger gets there first. She's got some pressure. Cole helping her out. Cole's tied up. Works it towards the front. Knocked away. Belanger after it. In comes Palizé. It's knocked back in our zone. Nice and waved off. Panthers get it to the high slot. That's shot. Finds the top corner. 1-0 Panthers on a screenshot. 11:41 to go in the first. Fruit to Batura, chips it up. Gation gets a piece of it. It's back for Gibbs. Gibbs behind the net, up the boards. Batura chips it up. Morris gets it to the blue line, and Gibbs carries it out. Gibbs off the boards for Gation. She gets the red line, dumps it in. Panthers send it around. Morris with some pressure. Comes back the other way now. Now the Panthers chip it up the boards. Frood pinches to keep that in. Panthers send it out, up center. Off of Gibbs sticks, no icing, and Gibbs will pick it back up. Up the boards to Frood. Gation gets it out of the zone. Panthers send it back in. Ooh, that was offside, but close enough. Gation on the sidewall, got some pressure. Frood helping her out. 2-on-2 battle. Whistle goes. Faced off inside. 10:38 to go in the first. Panthers up 1-0 over the Wolves. Comes back to Emma Moore. She fires it around the boards. Izzy Longtang picks it up. Chips it up center for Bella Perry. She enters the zone with it, gets a shot that's blocked and goes behind the net. Puck in the corner, picked up by the Panthers. They chip it up out of the zone. Hands up for an icing. Emma Moore gets there before the icing. Now Paris chips it up center to Perry. She dumps it in. Pressure in the corner. The Panthers send it around. Izzy gets there. Her chip gets deflected away. Panthers send it out. Jojo sends it back up for Paris. Comes back to Jojo. She dumps it in the corner. Jojo follows it up, keeping the pressure going. Izzy helps her out. Comes out to the blue line. Dahlia gets it back for the Wolves. Dahlia chips it out of the zone. Oh, kept it at the blue line. Jojo stops the pass in front. Carrington gets loose puck up to Dahlia. She's back on her feet, up in the neutral zone. Gets the red line, dumps it in. Puck's in the corner. Back and forth battle. Massimiliano keeps it in at the blue. In front of the net, Cole gets a shot, blocked by the Panthers. Puck goes behind the net. Panthers take it out of the zone. Get in the zone. Judd knocks it into the corner. Panthers get it behind the net. Pass out front, doesn't connect, and clears the zone. Panthers get the red line, dump it back in. Bounces behind the net for Judd. Gets the breaks, gets it to Massimiliano. Up the boards to Gation, cross ice to Morris. Gets a piece of it. Panthers knock it away. Morris and Gation battle. Back to Massimiliano, over to Judd, up to Patura, back in the zone. Berkeley's tied up, but keeps it going, gets a shot on net. Goalie's going to hang on to that. 8:23 to go in the first. Panthers up 1-0. Gibbs gets a shot, it's deflected wide. Gation gets it in the corner, takes it behind the net to Morris. She gets it back out front, Gibbs finds it. She's on her backhand, she works it down low. She's tied up behind the net, gets it over to Morris. Morris gets it out front, cleared away by the Panthers. Hands up for an icing, but it won't make it. Frood's back for it. Frood around the boards for Gation. Panthers get there first. In the slot, they get a shot. Save is made, rebound cleared away, and Gibbs gets loose puck. Gibbs in the corner, sends that around for Gation. Gation chips it up center, tries to get that to Morris. Panthers get it back into the zone. We get a chip coming up here. Power play for the Panthers. 7.5 minutes to go in the first. to the blue line. They can't keep it in. Paris knocks it out. She tries to skate after it. Panthers in her way. She keeps the pressure going and forces it deep in the zone. Kills off 15 seconds of the penalty. Perry with some pressure, and JoJo gets a piece of it. It comes in the zone. Emma Moore knocks the puck loose and then fires it all the way down. 30 seconds gone from the penalty. Panthers pick it up in the corner. Behind the net, they start to break out with it up the side. Cross-ice pass. Gets deflected out of bounds. We'll get a face-off in front of the Panthers bench. Back for Bella Mass on the penalty kill. She chips it down center into the Panther zone. Belanger with pressure. Forcing the play. Panthers send it cross ice. We got 1 minute gone from the penalty. Judd slows him down and Longtang gets the puck out. Izzy with some pressure. Keeps the puck behind the net. Belanger on the other side almost got that one. Panthers head up through center. Almost get into each other. Izzy gets it back. Chips it up for Belanger. Belanger gets it in the corner. She's tied up. Takes a bump. Gets it out front. Panthers goalie plays it over. They come up to the neutral zone. Back in the zone. Judd picks it up. She gets that to Bella Mass. Nope, hits the brakes instead. Fires it off the glass and out of the zone. 15 seconds to go in the penalty as Carrington pressures her in the neutral zone. Cross-ice pass, picked up by the Panthers. Morris blocks that and breaks her stick, the other girl's stick. And now Judd dumps it all the way down as the penalty winds down. We're back to 5-on-5 with 5.5 minutes left in the first. Cole off the bench, stops the play. Morris gets the puck. She regroups back to Frood. Murphy to Frood, back to Cole. Cole off the boards. Morris gets it in the skates. Cole knocks it up center. Morris gets a piece of it. She knew she was offside, so she got back on. Panthers dump it up center. They re-enter the zone. Pass out front, doesn't connect. Cleared away by Cole, picked up by Morris. She heads out with Gation. Morris into the zone. That's going to be offside, but we got a lucky one there. Glove save. Rebound. Picked up by the Panthers. Couture, some pressure in the corner. Keeps it there. She's all tied up. Gation helping her out. Battle in the corner. Couture and Gation still working at it. They blew this down in our zone last time for this long, but we're going to let this one keep going. There's the whistle. Off the draw, Izzy gets it in front. Goalie sends it to the corner. Paris gets it back, sends it down low. Panthers tie up. Izzy plays the body. Puck keeps moving. Now it's tied up behind the net. Paris gets a stick on it. Gibbs keeps it in. Puck comes around behind the net. Perry gets it in the corner. Perry gets it to Frood. Back to Bella. Her shot off a couple players and over the net. Izzy gets it back out front. Perry tied up. Paris! Holy Mackinac! It's a tie, 1-1 game. Perry to Paris. Big rebound. 1-1. There's Soren Panthers chip it up. Emma knocks it out. Panthers get it back in the zone. On net, Murphy sends it to Adjueze. Over for Palize. Palize gets it cross ice to Cole. She plays the bounce. Gets the red line, dumps it in on net. Goalie's going to hang on to that with pressure coming in from Belanger. 3:26 to go in the first, all tied up at 1. I was on mute there. Sorry about that, guys. You saw it was some good action. Anyways. Puck goes back in the zone. Icing waved off. 2 minutes to go. I hate the music they play. I got to mute it for copyright issues, and sometimes I get a little excited and forget to unmute it. So shout out to Sheena for reminding me. Icing call. Panthers chip it up. Paris keeps it in. Bella Perry, some pressure behind the net. Ties her up. Puck comes up the side. Frood pinches in. Keeps it into the hash marks. Frood and Montang battle. Puck's sent across the ice. Gibbs is there to keep it in. Her shot blocked by the Panthers. Panthers chip it up in the neutral zone to Gibbs. She gets that to Frood. Up to Paris. She gets to the blue line into the zone. Get some help from Perry. No, that's Paris. Paris comes out with it, walks in, her shot off the shoulder, blocker. Puck goes in the corner as we enter the final minute of the first period. Score tied up at 1, and Rowan Frood takes it into the zone. She gets tied up on the boards. Paris supports her, works it out front. Panthers chip it away, but Perry comes in behind the net after it. She's tied up. Paris helps her out. 30 seconds. Paris sends it behind the net to Perry. She chips that back up. Panthers get there, but Frood pinches in to keep it in the zone. Frood fires it at the net. The Panthers block that. Izzy with some pressure, but the Panthers chip it up, and Paris keeps it in. Gets it to Izzy. Izzy gets it out front. Knocked away to Perry. Her shot deflected into the corner. Izzy gets it back behind the net. Tries to get it out front. Now it gets to Paris. She's all tied up. Goalie jumps on top of that rebound with 10 seconds to go in the first period. All tied up at 1. All right, shot goes over or behind the net. 5 seconds. Panthers tap in the corner. Cole puts some pressure. That's going to be the end of the first period, all tied up at 1. Second period action, 15 minutes on the board. Palisade intercepts a pass, heads the other way. Carrington into the zone, driving the net. Panthers get it back, chipped up the boards. Cole keeps it in, tries to get that to the net. Panthers block it. Cole gets it on towards the net that goes in the corner. Good battle. Jojo comes in and keep it in. Gets it out front. Goalie gets a piece of it. Jojo and MC working out behind the net. In comes Belanger. Loose puck picked up by Cole. She's tied up. Carrington helping her out. Carrington looking for some options. Everyone's covered. She cycles it back to Michaela. Michaela in the corner puts that towards the net. Panthers get it back. Send it up the boards. Jojo comes in again to keep it in. Panthers try to send it across this time. They connect and come up through center. Shot goes on net. Murphy sends it to the corner. Emma Moore chips it up the boards. Panthers send it back in. Emma behind the net hits the brakes. Gets away from the player. Fires it up center. Panthers knock it down at the ringette line. Jojo sends it around to Berkeley. Berkeley gets it over the blue, over the red, into the zone, off the Panthers. So no icing. Morris is after it. Morris puts it out front. The Panthers get a piece of it. Now it's in the corner for the Panthers. They chip it up. Bella Mass gets a piece of it, and Judd sends it back in the zone. Almost takes out the ref in the process. And Gation sends it behind the net. Ventura with some pressure. Now comes Gation again. Puck comes up the side. Now it comes out of the zone. One-on-one the other way. Judd keeping her outside. Gets some help from Morris. Puck bounces away. Judd sends it up to Patura. Patura kicks it up. Kept in at the blue line, and Kalen's going to get it back behind the net. Kalen comes out behind the net, reverses, fires that around. Kept in by the Panthers. Panthers take it behind the nets. They wrap around, everyone's all tied up. Loose puck in front. Somehow it goes in. 2-1 Panthers. Draw, it's back to Rowan. She chips it up. Panthers send it back up, but Paris gets it into the zone. Behind the net, into the corner. Longchang ties up. Gets puck, it's loose and some feet. Paris finds it. Paris tied up in the corner, gets it to Izzy. Tries to get that out front. The Panthers knock it away. Chipped all the way down. That's going to be icing. 12 minutes to go in the second. 2-1 for the Panthers. Puck goes into the corner. Paris sends it behind the net. Comes around to Izzy. Izzy at the hash marks, hits the brakes. Two Panthers on top. Bella Mass sends it back in. Bella Perry across the blue line into the zone. Perry gets it out front, deflected. Bella gets a shot, blocked. Jojo fires it towards the net, that's blocked too. Cleared out by the Panthers. Perry gets it back over to Massimiliano. She dumps that in the zone. On net, goalie covers up. 11:20 to go. The second. Okay, off the draw, it's into the corner. Carrington and Dahlia battle. Panthers chip it up. Emma Moore keeps it in. Gets some help from Dahlia, puts it towards the net. Panthers get it out of the zone. Emma Moore gets it back at the red line. Panthers get it back, and in comes Michaela Cole. Cole up for Belanger. Belanger at the red line. Gets tied up. Cole helps her out. Gets back into the zone. Morsey gets a piece of it. Cole knocks it away. Now the Panthers send it behind the net. Around the side, Cole gets there, chips it up to Belanger. Panthers get it back in the neutral zone. Dump it into the zone. Emma behind the net, chips it up the boards. Comes back behind the net again. Now she's got pressure, comes out with it. Kept in at the blue line, shot from the blue line, deflected into the corner. Judd chips it up for Palizé. She gets that to the blue line. Panthers get it back in the neutral zone, dump it back in. Behind the net, Judd pokes at it. Comes around the other side for Palizé. Penalty coming up, I don't know to who. I don't know who's touching the puck. So, penalty to the Panthers. Slash is the call. Must have happened in the corner. I couldn't see it just like you guys could. But 9:46 to go in the second. 2-1 for the Panthers. 2-minute power play for the Wolves. In the corner, the Panthers get it. They try to freeze it. Gation knocks her off the puck. Morris helps her out, and Gation comes out with it. Gation chips up the boards. Nice pinch from Frood to keep it in. Oh, Morris and Gation work at it in the corner. Morris comes out with it. Gets it to Gation. Her shot saved. Morris gets it back out front, knocked away by the Panthers. Frood gets it to the blue line, keep it in. Gets it down low to Gation. Gation tries to get that out front, blocked by the Panthers. Morris back for Gibbs. Her shot deflected high. Gibbs gets it back in the corner. Pressure from the Panthers ties her up. A little dance around the puck. It comes back to Morris. She gets that to Frood. Frood on her backhand settles it down, dumps it down low. The Panthers send it back the other way. 1 minute gone from the penalty. Murphy dumps it down. Breakaway pass to Perry. Perry, tries to get that to Montang. Couldn't connect. Frood's there to keep it in. Frood goes in. Now back for Gibbs in our zone. 30 seconds in the power play. Gibbs circles back, sends that cross ice. Gets it to Izzy to avoid the icing. Izzy chases it down behind the net. Gets the puck. Izzy back for Gibbs. Her shot through traffic off the glove into the corner. Perry picks it up. She's going to get that back to JoJo. No, she gets it to Addie instead. Addie walks in, gets a shot, tries to go top corner, deflected away. Perry gets it back over to Gibbs. Gibbs walks in again, this time off the shin pad. We got 5 seconds in the power play. Izzy ties up. Bella Perry helps her out. Puck comes loose to Perry. She gets that over to Lontang. Lontang to Gibbs. Gibbs tied up at the blue line. Gets that into the zone a bit more for Lontang. She gets a shot deflected behind the net. Paris keeps it in at the hash marks. Gets it down low for Izzy. She takes it behind the net. Reverses. Tries to come out with it. Gets it in front. Everyone's all tied up. Izzy gets it back to the blue line and JoJo. Back to Izzy. She puts that in front. Goalie jumps on top of it. Bodies flying. Whistles go. 7:10 to go in the second. 2-1 for the Panthers. Puck goes behind the net off the draw. Cole and Belanger with some pressure down low. Cole gets it out front, knocked away by the goalie. Belanger follows it up to the corner. She's tied up. Gets some help from Cole. Now Cole's tied up, getting some help from Paise. Carrington comes out with it, goes behind the net. Now in the feet of Cole, back for Paise, back to Cole. The Panthers find it, chip it off the glass. Belamass puts it towards the net. Loose puck in the slot. Kept in by Belamass. Panthers get it in the corner, send it behind the net. In the other corner, the Panthers get there first, chip it up down the ice, hands up for an icing. That's what's going to be called with 6:20 to go in the second. Panthers fired around the boards. Emma Moore gets a piece of it at the blue line, ties up, but the Panthers chip it into our zone. Offside called. Ooh, interesting. That was close. 6:08 to go in the second. Off the draw, Morris gets it to Gation into the zone. Panthers fire it around, and it comes out. One-on-one the other way, and out comes some Panthers. They put it out front, goes behind the net. Morris ties up in the corner, gets some help from Gation. Gation sends it out of the zone. Panthers get it back at center. Now Judd gets it back at the other side of the red line. Over to Emma, cross ice to Patura. Patura gets the red line, dumps it in. Gation follows it up behind the net. Pressure from the Panthers, and they tie up. Puck comes up to the sidewall. Just into the neutral zone. Pelly coming up to the Panthers. That was a bit of a soft call, kind of a hockey play, but no home ice advantage for the Panthers tonight. .5:12 to go in the second. 2-1 for the Panthers. The ref is clarifying the call, which might be a couple minutes to clarify that one, but it's all done. Maybe he's issuing warnings now. Any contact is a penalty. Perry to Lontang, back for Gibbs. Her shot goes wide, and in comes Frew to keep it in. Rowan Frew gets it in the corner, takes it behind the net, reverses, finds Gibbs at the blue line. Gibbs takes a look. Nice low shot, goes for the deflection. It's loose in front, the Panthers pick it up. Gibbs gets it back in the neutral zone, over to Frew. Frew back to Gibbs. Oh, gets away from her, now it's back to Gibbs. Minute 30 to go in the power play. Paris to Frew. Reverse, back to Gibbs. Gibbs gets it to the neutral zone. Paris over to Perry. And we get it into the zone. It's knocked out by the Panthers for Gibbs. Gibbs circles back in the neutral zone. Low pressure. Panthers take it into the corner. Gibbs with some pressure. Bella Perry ties up. And Bella, we're going to get a hooking call for that, which is par for the course, I guess. 4-on-4 for a minute. Then we're on the penalty kill for a minute after that. 4:10 to go in the second. 2-1 for the Panthers. Massimiliano to Adjueze. Up center to Belanger. Into the zone. Jojo picks it up. Shot. Oh, almost beat her blocker side. Good eye. Good reflexes from the goalie. Bella Mass gets it back in our zone. Over to Jojo. Jojo up through center. Gets it to Bella. Bella up to Cole. Into the zone. Oh, that was offside, but Belanger sold it with a stretch. Puck comes out to center now. Panthers come into the zone. Put it out front. No one's really there except for Carrington. Carrington sends that across. Knocked away by the Panthers. I think that almost went out of bounds, but we'll keep it going. Morris picks it up. Now we're on the penalty kill for a minute, so Morris ices it down. Nice heads-up play from Ryan Morris. And shout out to one of our #1 fans, Dave Morris, always tuning in. I'm sure you're watching at home right now, Dave, cheering on your granddaughter. Hope she's making you proud. Panthers back with possession with 30 seconds to go on the penalty. They can't get the regroup going. Pressure from Palize, but comes back in the zone. Moore got a piece of it. Now Judd fires out around the boards. Panthers shot blocked by Morris. And out she comes with it. Ryan Morris on the penalty kill, dumps it in. The old chip and change. Out comes Patura with some pressure. We only got 3 players on the ice. Whistle goes. That's twice we've been caught shorthanded. Face-off in our zone. 2 seconds to go on the penalty. We got 4 players back on the ice. Back to the blue line. Shot, deflected. Murphy with the save. Morsey clears it out of the zone, and in comes Bella Perry. She chases it down, gets tied up, and gets it back. Perry in the corner. Gets tied up on the sidewall. Morsey helping her out. It's knocked back to Judd. Judd in the neutral zone. Gets the red line up to Gation. Gation enters her shot on net. Rebound to Morris. Blocker save. Puck still loose. Goes behind the net. Gation after it. Gation gets it back to Judd. She fires that down low. Patura picks it up. Puts it in front off the post. Panthers pick it up and head out of the zone. Panthers enter the zone. Offside. No, they regroup in the neutral zone. Gation working at it. Gation kicks it up. Gets it up for Judd. Judd comes in. Her shot going top corner into the glove instead. 1:14 to go in the second. 2-1 Panthers. Pressure from the Wolves there. Back to Gibbs, shot, deflected, goalie makes a save, rebound. Frood keeps it in, but the Panthers get it out. 2-on-2 the other way. Gibbs stops her at the blue line and dumps it out. Panthers back in the neutral zone with possession, gain the red line and dump it in. Behind the net, Gibbs gets there first. 50 seconds to go in the second. Gibbs sends it cross ice for Paris. She gets over the red, over the blue, and dumps it behind the net. Panthers get there, but pressure from Montaigne keeps it in the corner. Perry helps her out. Puck gets over to Gibbs. And out of the zone, Frood picks it up with 30 seconds to go. Rowan Frood comes across, reverses, the old double reverse, out of the zone. That can't be icing, they could have played it. Icing called. Oh, shot off the draw. Loose puck in front. Still loose. Puck goes wide. Carrington gets the rebound. She takes it back behind the net to wind down the final 5 seconds. Belamass fires it down. That's the end of the second. Panthers up 2-1. Now you get to watch the electric Zamboni in action here. So third period action out in Aurora against Central York. Panthers are up 2-1 right now with 15 minutes to go in the third period as Carrington chips it into the zone. In comes Dahlia. Dahlia gets it behind the net. She's tied up. Takes it to the corner. Gets some help from Cole. Now it comes out behind the net. To the blue line, JoJo keeps that in. Shot blocked by Panthers. Cole sends that into the corner. Panthers get it out of the zone. Shot, glove save. Rebound to the corner. Panthers get it to the blue line. Back to the corner. JoJo knocks it up to Cole. Cole gets the cross ice out of the zone. Panthers send it back into their zone. At the blue line. Got a battle going on. Fruit and Gation in the mix. Morris supports. Comes out towards the red line. The ref right in the way. He's getting run over. Now Fruit to Gation. Gation chips it up into the zone. Skates it up. Into the corner. Now Patura. Now comes out to Fruit. Fruit finds Gation at the blue line. She dumps it in. Gets some help from Judd. Judd takes it into the corner, reverses, back to Frood. Frood shot blocked. Judd gets it back to Lontang at the blue line. Izzy's shot gets on net. It's loose. Cleared away by the Panthers. Puck goes behind the net into the corner. They chip it up. That goes all the way down. Rolling puck will make it for an icing. It does. In the corner at the hash marks, Panthers take it out of the zone. And Moore gets it back, chips it up to the red line. Goes across the blue into the zone. Paris gets it back, goes into the corner, reverse, up to Perry. Perry gets that across the ice to Lontang. She's in the zone with it. Her shot off the blocker into the corner. Izzy gets it back out front, can't connect. Perry gets it to Emma Moore. Her shot deflected high. Puck comes down. Paris gets a piece of it, blocked by the Panthers. Lontang puts it back in the corner. Now around the other way, Emma Moore comes into pinch. She keeps it into hash marks. Bella Perry helps out, puts it in front of the net. Panthers send it out. Won't be far enough for an icing. Panthers get it back in the corner. Bella Perry with some pressure, help from Gibbs. Gibbs chips it up to Lontang. Body's flying in front of the official. Gibbs chips it off the ref to herself. Cuts up center, gets it to Cole. Cole in the neutral zone. Gets some pressure from the Panthers. They dump it back in. Oh, they lose it at the blue line. Now they get back in. Pressure for the Wolves. Keep her outside. Puck goes into the corner. Emma Moore gets there. She gets the puck up to the hash marks. Moore's off the boards and out. Back in Panther territory, they set it up into neutral zone. Cole and Belanger get in the way. And Cole gets it back in Panther territory. Puck comes across for Carrington. She sends it back for JoJo, but the Panthers knock it out of the zone. Ella Mass ties up. Sends the Panthers behind the net. They work it out front. That's blocked by Dahlia. Now Bella into the corner for Carrington. Carrington chips it up to Paris. Paris across for Belanger into the zone. Panthers knock it in the corner. Belanger helps out. Massimiliano at the blue line keeps it in. It's in her feet. Massimiliano gets it back in. Pressure from the Panthers. They send that cross ice. Morris gets it in the neutral zone with some help from Couture. Panthers get it back. Couture gets it back, fires it around for Gation. Panthers keep it in at the blue line. In the corner, Belamass ties up. Panthers get it out front. Can't get the shot. Morris gets it back. She sends that across for Gation into the zone. Gation after it in the corner. Ties up down low. Morris sends it behind the net. Couture after it in the other corner. Panthers send it around the boards. Frood keeps it in. Frood chips it in the corner. Morris gets it. Morris working at it. Panthers come out with it. Panthers dump it in. Couture gets it at the down low. Gets some help from Judd. And Kalen takes it behind the net. Up for Ella. Ella gets it to the blue line and out. Puck comes back to Judd. Off the boards for Gation. Into the zone. Icing waved off. Pressure from Paris. Comes around the side. Izzy keeping that in. Izzy into the corner. Getting some pressure from the Panthers. Off the ref, I think, and out of the zone. Frood gets it back. Over for Judd. Judd off the boards, out of the zone. Panthers get it in. Perry to Judd. Judd tries to get that to Paris. Paris chips it in the zone. Montang with some pressure. Cross ice pass from the Panthers. They chip it in the zone. Panthers get it out front. Bella Perry blocks that. Gets it to Paris, but the Panthers keep it in at the blue line. In the corner, Judd sends that up to Lontang. Izzy puts it up center. Paris all tied up, but still works it over the blue line. Panthers get it back, though. Send it back in our zone. We got 7.5 minutes to go in regulation. Emma Moore gets the puck in the corner. Comes up the side, sends it up to Belanger. It's knocked back for Moore. She gets it to the red line, but the Panthers send it back in. Gibbs gets it back behind the net. Coming for a little skate. Gibbs through the neutral zone. Enters. Shot blocked. Another shot. That one saved. Rebound held on to. Off the draw, goes around the boards. Emma Moore keeps it in, puts it behind the net. Panthers chip it into the corner. They try to come up. Belanger keeping it in, but it's cleared out by the Panthers. Emma Moore gets there. She's got some pressure. Takes it behind the net. Gets some help from Dahlia. Panthers knock it away, get it in front. No shot though, and Gibbs gets it back in the corner. Gibbs fires that. Up, icing called. Jojo sends it behind the net. Panthers pick it up. Pressure in the corner from Morris. Panthers working at it, but Morris gets it back. She's got some pressure. Panthers put it out front. Shot deflected into the corner. Couture picks up the loose puck. Berkeley up for Ella. Ella chips it up to Ryan. Ryan tries to get that across, but the Panthers block it. Back in the zone, to get it in, but knocked out by the Panthers. Puck hits the official. He keeps it offside called as we're out of the zone. All right, off the draw, Izzy to Bella, cross ice, into the zone. Panthers send it out. Jojo gets it back. Jojo dumps it in. We're back on side. Izzy gets in the corner, sends it behind the net. Bella Perry back to Izzy, gets away from her. Bella Mass tries to keep it in. It comes out. And the Panthers pick it up in the neutral zone. Back check from Paris. Shot off the blocker into the glove of Leah Murphy. Rowan Fruit gets that out of the zone. Getting some help from Paris. Paris dumps it in. Judd pinches to keep it in, gets it over to Lontang. She gets a shot on net. Puck comes to the red line. Judd ties up, gets some help from Cole, but the Panthers dump it in. Belanger gets it back for the Wolves. Up for Cole at the hash marks. Cole battles, gets it to the blue line. Panthers get it back to Frood. Frood to Judd. Up center for Belanger. Dahlia chips that towards the Panther zone. We got 4 minutes left in regulation time. Panthers up 2-1. Puck cleared to the neutral zone. Frood comes back for it. She's got some pressure. So she ties up. Puck comes out front. Everyone's all tied up. Shot blocked. And Carrington picks it up. Carrington up to the neutral zone. Gets it to Belanger. Over for Gibbs. Off the boards, into the zone. Panthers fired off the boards, get the ref again. Now it goes behind the net. Gibbs after in the corner. Gets some help from Morris. Morris going behind the net. Cuts up with it. Knocked back for Gibbs. Back to Morris. Morris to Gibbs. Cross ice for Gation. Gation gets over the red line, dumps it in. Panthers send it back up center. Gibbs gets it back in the neutral zone, skates it in. In the high slot, she gets tripped up. Penalty coming up there. Power play with 3 minutes left in regulation. Okay, the refs are having a chat. I don't know about what, to be honest. Switch the music to Jeopardy music now. I think I'm safe to have that playing. Frood to Montaigne. I don't know what that all was about. I think we got a timeout out of it somewhere. Now Perry in the corner with it. We pulled the goalie, 3 minutes left, 6-on-4. Good strategic move. I would totally recommend that. Gibbs from the blue line shot, deflected, rebounds loose in front, cleared away out of the zone. Frood wins the race, hits the brakes, and she's going to regroup and come out. Frood comes up the side with it, gets it to Perry. Perry enters the zone, into the corner, circles back, fires that out front, blocked. Belanger gets a piece of it, can't get the shot. Knocked away by the Panthers, bounces over. Back for Gibbs, 1 minute to go in the power play. Gibbs chips up the neutral zone shot. That was offside yet.
Hey! What do you mean no?
Right, pass for the offside, comes back here. Two minutes left in regulation, 1 inning the power play. Panthers chip it up center, and JoJo gets it back. JoJo over to Michaela Paris. Paris into the zone, gets it back to Judd. Judd walks in with it. Judd in the corners all tied up. Puts it out front, knocked away, up the boards, and JoJo keeps it in. JoJo gets past one, walks in with it. Gets it in front, blocked, shot, save, rebound from Izzy. Off the backhand, just a little high or wide. Bella Perry keeps it in. 20 seconds on the power play. Paris helping out Perry. Perry comes out with it. Gets it behind the net for Montaigne. 10 seconds on the power play. Izzy circles back down low. Getting some help from Paris. Paris comes out with it, gets it back to Judd. Judd comes across, her shot deflected. It's loose in front. The goalie jumps on top of it. We have bodies down on the side, whistles going, little chats being had. Helmets were stuck together. Minute left in regulation. Timeout for the Wolves. All right, 6-on-5. Puck comes out front, knocked away by the Panthers. Emma Moore over to Bella Massimiliano. Cross ice to Izzy into the zone. 45 seconds. Izzy puts it on net. Rebound held on to. 42 seconds on the clock. They off the draw. The Panthers send it out of the zone. Bella Mass gets it back. Sends it across for Dahlia. The Panthers knocking in the zone. 30 seconds left. Belamass gets it back in the corner around for Emma Moore. 20 seconds. As the seconds wind down on our season potentially. Balaja gets it in the zone. 15 seconds. There's a solid run from the girls. We got 7 seconds. Perry comes back out with it, 4 seconds. Montaigne gets it out front, can't connect. Good effort from the Lady Wolves. End of regular season, but we still got provincial playdowns left to go. We'll be back for more. This is not the end. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.